I'm Floyd Frantz. I'm the missionary through the Orthodox Christian Mission Center. I've been on assignment in Romania since 2001. Well, I think it has to do with something, the way that one of my core beliefs about life. And I believe that to be Christian is to serve. To be Christian is to love. To be Christian is to help others who, especially who cannot help themselves. And when I was pursuing my education, I decided to get a degree in psychology and go into addictions counseling. And because I thought, well, I can help people doing that and earn a living as well. And but then I encountered some missionaries, some OCMC missionaries who were living in Romania. They were starting an orphanage outside of Cluj in a village called Notashel. And so I got interested in what they were doing, and also they had talked about there's a lot of alcoholism and addiction in Romania. So I went over there in 1998, and when I saw what was going on, and I did several conferences. I was involved with an organization doing conferences, and I realized that the people who were supposed to know about addictions, they knew nothing about addictions. They half of them hadn't even heard of Alcoholics Anonymous. They knew nothing about the disease model of addictions. For them, alcoholism and drug addiction was simply a moral failure. And so I decided, well, I could maybe come back and do some education. So, anyway, becoming a missionary really all just kind of developed from there. It actually took me a couple of years to get round up some money and to go back over it. But it all has to do with about service, No, I know that my program is a little bit different, okay, than perhaps other missionaries, because I actually, how shall I say this? I do kind of instead of going to the sheep that are not lost, I go to the lost sheep. Okay, instead of finding new sheep, I go to the sheep that know about it. Well, some of them know about Christ, and some of them don't know about Christ too. Okay, I've met several atheists since I've been over here, indoctrinated atheists. Okay, and that's another kettle of fish. Mm. Many people, that I work with have lost hope. They've fallen into despair. They've lost confidence in the church, in any kind of a church. They don't even comprehend that they can be, how should I say, reconciled with God. Most of them, they don't think about God because they're it's either through fear or through it's mostly I think through fear. They avoid even thinking about God, and they avoid relationship with God because I think for the most part, they feel like they're lost. And so the recovery from addictions is really about restoring a relationship with God, with Christ.